So when I was doing this, I was just trying to get through it as quick as possible. So I didn't actually do a lot of voices to camera. But what I'm doing here is just cleaning up all the cut edges because they were just rough cut. And that way I can get them all prepped and ready to place in. So now I've got some 3mm steel and I'm just making into little plates to weld on. Right, I've got these plates welded on now. I also stitched that in, it's a bit hot still. When I take the subframe out, I can get behind underneath there and that bit there and clean it all up properly. And then eventually it's going to actually have a gusset here anyway, because I know that's not very strong, that bit. Well, it's not too bad once it gets here, but I'm going to build a gusset in and then it'll tie into whatever else we do. So I've done both sides now, the same. Ready for my mounting points for my tube out and up and round, then something around the front. Still haven't quite decided what I'm doing, but just go with it. So now I'm just mocking up roughly where I want everything, just in case I want to put it all on there. So I think we're going to come out of here like 400mm and then up and over and then make some brackets. I don't know whether I'm going to do like a halo hoop round there, then up, or if I'm just going to do two straights up and over and then a cross section, and then all the front end for the bash bar etc will be all bolt on. Same with the radiator, lights, the front part of this, job's a kitten. Right, so that's just mocked and tacked on now. That's just going to be the main front bar. Then there's going to be another bit that comes up here to the top bit. Then there's going to be a plate on the front which will make the whole, because that will be now welded solid to the car, then the little plate will have a nut in it, and then the whole front end, crash bar and lights and radiator holder and everything will all be like bolt on, bolt off for ease of maintenance. So just keep going. So after a long debate about how we want the front end to look, we have decided on a nice tidy like double bend. And so I got Zoe to work here and she can get a bend on.
Look at this mess.
Oh, if you know, you know. That's the worst. There we go. So all slugged up now. I'm going to get under these bits here when I take all the subframe off, if I do that sort of thing, because I've still got to weld the underneath of that plate to the actual chassis, and then the underneath of this leg I can just get to it nicer. But nice and solid. That's nice and solid. So the plan is going to have like a gusset piece here, and that's going to go across here as well to strengthen the turret up to this bit, and then there's going to be some sort of plate on here with a nut and bolt, well, a captive nut so I can bolt onto it, which will be the bumper support. So the front main bar is all now welded in. So we started to mock up how the front end should look. So we've got the wings on, zip tied lights on, the bumpers held in place roughly, and obviously we've got the bonnet. We've got the radiator roughly where we're going to mount it with my pillow. So that will sit. This is just a bit saggy where this side cable tie can't hold it all just yet, but we're just trying to work out the main top bar now.
Bonnet strut.
Bad boy bonnet strut. So we're going to now do a tube which will go from the main round under here to back here. That will support the front part of the bumper, the part of the lights. We're going to do radiator support, and the intercooler is going to go under there. Then we're going to have a bumper bar as well, but the bumper bar might be detachable or it might be welded all to it, I don't know yet, so just keep going. Right, got these tabs in. They don't let the breast when you've got a plasma cutter, so they're just a bit of fold at the moment, but they're hidden. But we're just going to make now some radiator supports, the guys there, then we'll figure out a lower support in a minute. So here it is. We have now made some little brackets for the radiator, the bumper. These are a bit ugly, so we'll probably cut them off and make some others at some point. Some tabs for the intercooler, a bottom bar, so everything's solid. It's only tacked on right now, but it's going nowhere. So all I've got to do now is unbolt it all, completely weld it all up, then refit the front end and start doing the front bumper bar. Right, so all the tabs now are welded on. So that's radiator, top and bottom, intercooler, top and bottom, bumper and lights. The rest of the lights goes in the wing. The wings are quite solid, so, and that's only on with like 1 or 2 bolts anyway. So then that's going to be that. Now I'm going to do like a bolt on. It's going to be a plate that will cover up this with a nut in it, and that's where the front bumper bar will sit, just to support the bumper. And I was thinking the other day, it's going to need a front towing eye somewhere, so I might like reinforce one of these struts a bit more, like another, I don't know, but I mean the thing is they're quite reinforced anyway. I don't know if you can see, they've got like a big triangle on them anyway, and then this is the thicker material, so I might be able to just put a towing eye straight off that and just be like, don't sideways drag me, you idiot. But we'll see. We'll figure that out. So we got excited, decided just to chuck some paint on it, see how it came out like. You know, this is the first one I've ever done, and just got excited, really wanted to see what it would look like in paint. So We just chuck some paint on, and this is what it looks like. So there we have it. We just wanted to get a bit of paint on it because we might have to go back outside for a little bit, so I didn't want it to rust. Just got to make the tabs, so I've all got to do is grind a bit of paint there, weld them on, then the front bumper bar will be made. But really quite happy how it came out, to be honest. Not bad for the first ever try. You know, the paint runs, there's some questionable welding gaps, but quite happy with it. I think we killed it. Zoe! Did you get it? Oh, crunch, crunch, crunch.